Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2018. Now if you're watching live on Twitch, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like, it really helps out the channel. Now as you can see guys, today I will be finally showing the deck that many people requested, which is the Golisopod Zoroark Lurantis deck that ended up winning the whole thing. So here's the deck. This is the full list. I'm pretty sure this is right. And then let's examine the main attackers, the reasons why Lurantis is in here, and why this is very different from your, well, not very different, but why this ended up being just a little bit better than the current or than the previous Golisopod Zoroark iterations. And Joel, hello, thanks so much for being here. And the White Snake, hello, thank you so much for being here as usual. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have Zoroark-GX 210 HP, ability trade, where we get to discard a card from our hand and draw 2 cards. Righteous Beating, we deal 20 damage for every Pokemon we have in play, up to 120 or 150 with a Choice Band. And Trickster GX is irrelevant because we do not have Darkness Energy in this deck. Although with Professor Kukui we can reach up to 170, so not even Tapu Lele-s are safe from getting knocked out. Then we have the 3-2 Golisopod line, Golisopod-GX with 210 HP as well. First impression, dealing 30 damage plus 90 if Golisopod was on the bench for a single grass energy. And then we have Armor Press dealing 100 damage, reducing 20, or taking 20 less during our opponent's next turn if Golisopod would be damaged. And finally, Crossing Cut GX dealing 150. Dealing 150, you switch Golisopod back, and then with a Choice Band you deal a potential 180, which is enough to knock out a Lele on the bench. And then with Professor Kukui we can actually even get to 200 damage. And then finally we have the 2-2 Lurantis line. Now Lurantis promo was a card that when it came out was really hyped, and it was really hyped, and then it never really did anything. It was hyped with the other Lurantis, it was hyped with Bulu Lurantis, many iterations, but in the end none of them ended up panning out. But finally this card got its time in the spotlight. Sunny Day makes it so that your grass Pokemon and fire Pokemon do 20 more damage to your opponent's active. And so first impression with a Choice Band now deals 170. Armor Press with a Choice Band and a Lurantis now deals 150, or with 2 Lurantis it also deals to 170 as well. With 2 Lurantis, a Choice Band and a Professor Kukui, first impression actually goes all the way up to 120 damage. Yeah, 2 Lurantis plus Choice Band plus Kukui, 210 damage, which is enough to one-hit KO Zoroark or opposing Golisopod. So setting up Lurantis is actually a very decent strategy in the matchup. It does increase the mats for Golisopod, and with Lurantis, Professor Kukui, Choice Band and Crossing Cut GX, you can even knock out a Gardevoir GX, for example. So lots and lots of possibilities there. Lots and lots of possibilities there. So let's hope the deck works well for us. In terms of supporter cards, we have 3 Brigette, 3 N, 2 Sycamore, 3 Guzma, 1 Cynthia, 1 Mallow, 1 Professor Kukui, and 2 Acerola. So a lot of diversity to adapt to the situation. 4 Ultra Ball and 4 Puzzle of Time as is standard for Golisopod Zoroark decks. And then we have triple Field Blower as an anti-Carpenter measure, 2 Choice Bands and 2 Float Stones. And I guess I didn't talk about the supporting cast, which is Tapu Koko, Mew-EX as a puzzle counter, and Tapu Lele-GX as a 3-off in order to increase consistency of the deck. And then finally 4 DCs and 4 grass energy, which I love. I know most lists were running 3 grass energy of Zoropod since Tord won in Europe with it, but I really do prefer just having the healthy 4-off in the energy department. And The top layer game, and you hope this deck is good. You bought a bunch of Lurantis promos and have never used them. Yeah, I bought 2 exactly, so I'm really glad that the deck uses 2. And I think it's definitely proven to be good because we have 2 of these, exact 60 in the top 8, one of which ended up winning. Hello Kevin, hello AC91, thanks so much for being here, guys. Silos Network, yeah, I agree. It's really cool to see Lurantis promo do well, finally. And we have an okay-ish hand. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't played too much with this deck, so I'm not exactly sure like which specific matchups Lurantis promo is actually super useful. But we'll play it as it goes. We seem to be up against the Ho Kiawe deck. So spreading with Tapu Koko will actually be pretty impactful here, off of this turn 1 Brigette that we hopefully have. There's a fire on Wub, and Wub doesn't do too much against us. Like, it does stop Zoroark, but once Ho is attacking, then that's not really an issue. And the White Snake, this may be the Golisopod list that you've been waiting for. Golisopod is your favorite Gen 7 Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool that Golisopod Zoroark ended up being really good since the beginning, and then possibly with Lurantis, this actually gets even better. Now, we have 2 Brigette priced. Right off the bat, we can say that. And I believe a Guzma. 2 Brigette and a Guzma priced. So lots of supporters priced. 2 Zoroarks priced as well. 2 Zoroarks, and then not a puzzle, and then something else is priced that I can't really tell. Probably another supporter of sorts, but that's fine. Hello Joe bro, thanks so much for stopping by. All good, just trying to get videos going. We don't want to play Professor Kukui. And please guys, if there's any issues with the stream, please let me know. I believe this match is one where we won't be seeing... ooh, I can't wimp out. That's right. That's why this is relevant. I actually cannot wimp out here. So my opponent did attach the Wofet. Do we assume he has Guzma here? Yeah, I think we assume he has Guzma, and we don't attach energy to the Koko. I mean, after we spread, Lurantis could actually be useful, but I think all we need to do is like spread as much as possible, and then finish off the damage Pokemon with Zoroark. So no Golisopod and no Lurantis against this particular opponent, I believe. We'll see. But yeah, so far the stream seems to be cooperating, which makes me very happy. Lurantis promo is definitely not mandatory for the deck. Yeah, I was thinking like maybe a 1/1 Lurantis could actually be slightly better. Not sure. Okay, so we see the Guzma onto the Lele. Okay, that's fair. My opponent just wants to immediately take the 2 prize cards, which is very understandable. Off of this Ultra Ball, I can set up a Zoroark. I could just Lele for an N, which could potentially be useful as well. We definitely want to damage with Koko. And this Choice Band top deck is just absolutely beautiful. I believe I'm gonna bench the Fomantis. Am I? Do I bench the Fomantis? Is that worth it? Because after I spread once, the Lele will be in range, but future Leles won't be. And neither will future Ho-Ohs or future Turtonators. So let's just go with this. And then we will Lele for N. Reduce my opponent's hand size down to 4 cards. There's the N, and then we'll see what else we get off of the new 6 cards we will have. Okay, so there's the N. And well, nothing too exciting actually. 6 literally unplayable cards in her hand. So we shall just flying flip. We have the DC to follow this up with potentially Lele for a knockout. My opponent has only 1 Pokemon powered up, so we shouldn't really be afraid at all. There's a Necrozma, the Dawnwings Necrozma. So my opponent will probably be able to reset and take a knockout on the Koko. But it's not guaranteed. And that's the key. It's definitely just not guaranteed. It's definitely not guaranteed for him to be able to do that. Okay, so my opponent really thinking his next move. Just a straight up Sycamore. So my opponent, what he really wants is potentially a Float Stone to get the knockout on Koko, but also he really wants to start finding elixirs and hitting them. There's a Float Stone, which means Tapu Koko will be gone after this turn. But looks like after Lele takes a knockout here potentially, there's not much that my opponent will be able to do here. Okay, so I'm gonna promote Lele because I really think like I wanted to guarantee the knockouts. Now with the with the Ultra top deck, I can guarantee the Zoroark by discarding these 2 cards, but I couldn't know, right? I did have 2 Zoroarks priced. If I promoted Zorua attached DC and then end, and I didn't get the Zoroark, I would have been in a lot of trouble. So I just wanted to play it super safe, and then I'll just trade after the end so that I get access to even more cards after this. And now something I won't do is evolve Wimpod into Golisopod. There's no reason for me to give my opponent essentially 2 free prizes. So I'm gonna trade away the Zorua. And have these 2, which is really nice. So I'll trade away the Ultra Ball because we have 2 Zoroark-GXs prized along with what I believe to be like quite a few supporter cards, and there we go. A Zoroark and a Field Blower. Okay, Field Blower was the prize that we couldn't figure out just yet, but now we have triple trading for next turn. We have a potential continuous stream of ends to deny my opponent, and he benches Volk, which is the last Pokemon you want to power up, I believe. Energy to Volk, and okay. So this is where Lurantis promo could have been a hero. If I had a grass, this is where Lurantis promo could have been a hero. It can still be a hero. The thing is, what I could do is get a knockout on the Lele if I get a Choice Band, which seems decent chances for me after triple trading, getting another puzzle piece or another Choice Band. I could also hit the Volk. I could one-hit KO the Necrozma as well. That's potentially good. And then try to set up the Volk EX KO. I think I'm just 2 Guzmas away from winning, so this should be good for me. So yeah, I'm actually just gonna get rid of everything or try to make my hand as thin as possible. I will also start trading. I'll trade away Sycamore. We're not looking to draw more cards. We really want our puzzles, extra puzzles and extra Guzmas. I will attach the DC to the Zoroark, and then I will trade away the Acerola as well. Either my opponent one-hit KOs me or he doesn't. And then finally, I will trade away the grass, I believe, because our target is that Lele. That Lele is our primary target here. So I'm going to Field Blower to remove outs for my opponent. The Float Stone obviously doesn't matter. And then I will Float Stone this Zoroark, I will Float Stone this Lurantis. The question is, should I double puzzle here? I don't think so. I think I just take the knockout and then we'll see what my opponent does. But this should be good for us. Is the volume okay for you guys? Like the difference between my voice and the music? Is it okay? Please let me know. Please, please, please let me know, guys. Okay, so my opponent thinking really hard who he wants to promote. He has one card in hand. Pikachu's, I'm gonna be streaming for a while, probably whipping up 20 minutes, probably around 3 hours total. So like at least 2 hours and a half more, and there is a victory. Yeah, so my opponent just wasn't top decking. There we go. Okay, so pretty solid win. Difficult matchup for my opponent for sure. The Dawn Wings Necrozma is always an issue to go up against, I would say. And yeah, let's keep on trucking with this deck. Let's keep on trucking. Okay. So we lose the coin flip, so we don't get to go first. And yeah, despite, I mean, I feel like that deck sometimes needs like a turn 1 Kiawe and a turn 2 Kiawe to have a chance. Because after the first thing goes down, you really do struggle to get something else powered up. The White Snake, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. I saw you left me a message. I sent you one and then you sent me one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're too kind. You're seriously way too kind. Okay, so we seem to be up against Pikabulu now, I believe. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're up against Pikabulu. Going second is always an issue. This deck is always an issue for us. We would love to spread here, and we can, potentially. Just 20 damage, like forcing the Tapu Lele to use up its GX attack means they don't get a knockout, which is great. Okay, so we're gonna Ultra Ball. The Lurantis is also pretty huge here. But so is the grass. Everything is really good here. And I can't discard the Zoroark because that's the only justification I have to not Lele for a supporter here. So I think I'm gonna lose the puzzle and the grass. And hopefully my opponent's start is just not that strong and he doesn't just immediately get the turn to everything. And I guess I should have discarded the Lurantis though, because I won't even have a chance to grab the... Yeah, I should have discarded the Lurantis. I won't have a chance to grab the Fomantis here, because I want Zorua, Wimpod. Well, do I? Maybe I want 2 Zoruas. Yeah, I think I want 2 Zoruas more so than... No, I think I do need the Wimpod. Meh. No, I'll go for Zorua for now. Just go for Zorua. But yeah, definitely should not have discarded the puzzle, I guess. Definitely should not have discarded the puzzle. Okay, so we get to Flying Clip. I guess depending on what we draw, I would have discarded anyways off of trade. So it's not a big deal. Okay. So there's a grass, there's a Guzma, onto a Zorua. So, and there's a Charjabug, okay. So we can't, well we could, in a very weird scenario, we get, in a weird scenario, off of the trade we get TC Kukui, and off of the Kukui we get another basic and a choice band, and we get a knockout that way. But since that is very, very unlikely to happen, my opponent is already threatening the Vikavolt. So I think I'm better off just evolving the benched, and I'll trade away the Lurantis, which hasn't been working out well for us. Ooh, okay. I did get the TCE. I was not expecting that. I think I just do this and then hope he doesn't heal the 20 and I get to pull up the Kukui play. It's not looking likely though. It's not looking very likely. So we're just gonna give up on the Zorua and we'll see what happens after this turn. He's obviously gonna get Vikavolt. He has so many outs to Vikavolt. So many outs to Vikavolt. So yeah, Field Blower to remove the Float Stone, that's fine. There's an Ultra Ball. There's the Vikavolt. I mean, does he use the GX this turn? Does he? Okay, the end is good for us because we get a better chance at pulling off the Kukui play. Ooh, there's a Professor Kukui and there's a Choice Band. Oh, wow. Would my opponent really use his GX attack in knocking out a Zorua that has 30 HP left? I really, really doubt it. And no, he's not going to do it. He's gonna use Nature's Judgment, which is awesome. Wow. We got pretty lucky there, not gonna lie. We got pretty lucky there. Okay, so now what we need is my opponent to not have the follow-up DCE. We need him to not have the follow-up, not the DCE, sorry, the Choice Band, the follow-up Choice Band to this. Okay. So, I guess I play the Professor Kukui first. There's no way I'm not playing Professor Kukui. And then I do find a Wimpod. I can also start trading. I'm doing all the things in the wrong order, but I think it's fine. Professor Kukui, there's a Choice Band. So no Lurantis for us either this game. Get rid of the Ultra Ball, and then grab Zoroark. I mean, I can start preparing the Golisopod actually, which is really nice. Like I can attach here. So even if my opponent gets a return KO on my Zoroark, then I can get the return KO. Which is cool. I mean, it's unlikely because we're missing the Choice Band once again, but at least for now we get to hit for 170 and we get to knock out the Tapu Lele in what is usually a bad matchup for us. Ooh, the Mallow is so key. The Mallow of our prize cards is so key. That's incredible. Luck is on our side today, guys, definitely. Luck is definitely on our side today. Then we're gonna see the Vikavolt. And Titan, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the cheers, man. Thank you so much. The pity train is rolling indeed. Thank you so much, Titan. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so, so much. That is so kind of you. Thank you so, so much. Thank you so much. Wow. Just in time when luck is really flowing. Okay, we see an end. So my opponent, he's gonna need to get lucky himself, I guess, in order to get the choice band. If he gets it, that's fine. Ooh, is that a Drampa? Wow, that's a Drampa. That's an interesting inclusion. That's definitely an interesting inclusion here. And just hits for 120, which is really nice for us. Okay. So, in order to get a knockout, well, getting the knockout here rather is going to be quite difficult. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna trade away, not the Cynthia. Maybe I should have used Cynthia first. It's just Mallow is so tempting. And yeah, no matter how much damage I deal, I mean, I could just retreat and flying flip again. That actually sounds very reasonable. I could even Guzma here and flying flip. My opponent has 3 cards in his hand. He has no draw support whatsoever. So I actually kind of like this play. Okay, if that's my play, then I'm just gonna finish trading then. If that's my play, then I'm gonna finish trading. Okay, so I do think this is my play. I'll bring up the Vikavolt, and then that way, Vikavolt is actually in range of Zoroark now. The grass, I'll attach to Lele, I guess, for now, and then I'll just flying flip. So a very, like, passive turn for us, but my opponent did end us, so we lost the possibility to Mallow for the cards we were missing to knock out that Tapu Lele. But we're still very much in this. We are still very, very much in this. Okay, Ultra Roll for Lele, Lele for Guzma, I would imagine. And you have to assume now he takes the knockout with a GX attack, right? Yeah. And that means he doesn't have to discard the energy. So we would need to pull off a double puzzle play to get back the Kukui and the Choice Band. Or a top deck Mallow, or off of the Sycamore where we get Golisopod and Choice Band. So it's gonna be an interesting decision here. What? Titan? What? Thank you so much. Oh wow. Thank you so much. Wow, that is amazing. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. I am speechless. Thank you so much. The top donation thing should be updating very soon. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, I have to win this for you guys. I have to win this one for you guys. I top decked the Mew. Okay, I feel like now that Mallow is probably not an option, we want to trade first, see what we get off of that, and then if we don't get it, like if we don't get double puzzle, then we just Sycamore. Okay, so the DC, getting the DC is not great. We have 3 puzzles though. The issue is the Choice Band. That's the biggest issue here. If we had a Lurantis, set up, that would actually be pretty cool. I mean, I could have also targeted the Vikavolt this turn, but I guess I'm all in this one. And nope, no Choice Band. No Choice Band. Okay. So this means at least we can first impression. And sure, my opponent will get to heal himself with a GX, but the next turn we can get the knockout. And then the damage on drum pack could be pretty crucial for us to get the knockout. That's the only attacker my opponent has left. Maybe I should have just gotten rid of the Vikavolt. Maybe that was the right play there. Maybe that was the correct play. Maybe that was the right play. Okay. And there it is. Titan, you are now not only the top donation, but the last donation as well. Thank you so much for your support. That's like, I can't express how amazing this is. Thank you guys so much for your kindness. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we get to GX attack this Tapu Bulu and potentially set up the Fomantis, or well, the Lurantis, in order to get the knockout on the Drampa. I feel like that's worth it. So the Acerola could potentially be useful, so I'm gonna disc well the Lele as well. But I'm gonna Ultra Ball for the Fomantis, and then ooh, we have actually 2 puzzle pieces prized, which is pretty crucial. I had not figured that out yet. Okay, so we're gonna Mallow. We're gonna Mallow for a Choice Band and for a puzzle piece. That's all we need right about now. And then, unless my opponent Guzma knocks out the Golisopod, we should have return KO on the Drampa, and if he doesn't, we should still have return KO on the Drampa, because if he Guzmas, he doesn't knock out the Golisopod. If he ends, he doesn't knock out the Golisopod. If he Guzmas, he's not ending us. And we only need to get 1 puzzle off of our prize cards. Just the one. Just the 1 puzzle is fine. And we'll promote Tapu Koko even as well. Okay, so 2 prizes. There's, ooh, double puzzle. Okay, that's perfect. So we can actually double puzzle for puzzle and something else. So we essentially get 3 cards off of our discard pile, and we have better odds of getting the double puzzle. And there's a Guzma. Okay, so once again, Lurantis will not be making a difference, but the Professor Kukui will. So the importance of extra damage output will actually be very, very relevant here. It will actually be very relevant, and so will be the double puzzles that we just got, because we only have 1 DC left. Okay, so let's trade. Let's just trade, but we have the game won here, if I'm correct. Okay, so nothing too useful there. So I'm gonna double puzzle for the puzzle and the Choice Band. And then the next, oh, actually this was actually very useful, the Fomantis, because we really needed a full bench to hit for 170. And then I double puzzle for Professor Kukui and a TCE, which is awesome. And then I will use the Professor Kukui, and then I will bench the Fomantis, and then we will hit for 170 damage. However, even if this Drampa were a Golisopod, because he had already used up his GX attack, this would not have mattered, and we would still gotten the knockout on a Tapu Bulu. So there we go. There we go. Not bad, right guys? Not bad. And I just realized the chat got closed, so I couldn't read anything of what you guys have said lately, but I'm really glad we got this win off. And once again, thank you Titan. That donation is so kind. Thank you so much for that, and the White Snake as well for all your bits and cheers. Thank you so much. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've shown Zorua Lurantis 2 games. We didn't get to showcase Lurantis really at all, so I still think we're gonna leave the video here. So if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps out the channel. And if you're watching on Twitch, please don't go anywhere. I will be right back with a different deck for you guys. So please don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Just 1 second.